All right, I'm gonna share my screen. Does everybody notice how smoothly I am zooming without fumbling? I may have
Yes.
possibly gotten the hang of this after 900,000 Zoom meetings. Like I just clicked the things and it all worked. So I love this meme. I've shared it before. I kind of feel like this is our culture right now with the election, and everybody is like running and scrambling, and the world's on fire. And we're like, but does anybody want to buy a house? So, good morning and welcome to October's office meeting. Okay. Well, there we go. Just a reminder, as Carly so eloquently put it when we won Best of Clark County, this is our new personality for the next year. I have gotten in these little patches for the hats. They can go on a hat, on a jacket, on whatever. If anybody would like a free Best of Clark County Cascadia Northwest hat, just let me know and you can come into the office. If you have your own hat that you'd rather put it on, I don't know if you know, but I have a hat press at the office. And so I've got Best of Clark County and Cascadia Northwest freebies for everybody. So we can put it on a hat of your choice, or I can put it on one of the hats that we have. We've got trucker style, and we've got these, I call them dad hats. I don't know what they're officially called. And they also can go on beanies. I don't have any blank beanies, but if you bring a beanie, it can go on that. So join us in using Best of Clark County as your personality for the rest of the year. Come grab a hat. Just let me know because I have to be there to make the hats because nobody else knows how to use the hat press.
I do, sort of.
All right, Clark County, our year-to-date numbers for 2024. So far, we are at number 27 out of 307 brokerages for sales in Clark County. Um, that's always very exciting to me. So thank you for helping us be there. We fell out of the top 30 for the month of September. We were number 37 for the month of September. And so I didn't make a slide for that because fuck that. But this one gets a slide.
Embarrassing.
I know. I didn't even have to mention it, but I want to, this is a full disclosure kind of thing. So yeah, I like to be in the top 30. We've slipped out for the month of September. I have a feeling we're back in for October because our October was looking pretty good. But as I say every month when we look at this number, we are number 27 out of 307 brokerages. And honestly, every one of us feels like we're struggling and it's been a rough year. And if we're feeling that and we're still doing this good, it's just a reminder that everybody is feeling it. Our numbers are low compared to 2023, and we're still in the top 10% of the county. That means everybody's numbers are low. So, I don't know if there is, there's two trains of thought on that. It's either that we find comfort in knowing that we're not alone, or it's misery loves company. I don't know. But one or the other, just know whatever you're experiencing with your sales being low is going on across the entire area. And just a little shout out to some of the people who helped put us in there. For the third quarter, we had some nice numbers overall, and these were the heavy hitters. So thank you to everybody. And we don't discriminate. That $72,000 manufactured home sale is celebrated just as much as the $1.5 million home. So this is a little shout out for the quarter, but every sale is appreciated. So thank you. Okay. We are going to be doing a couple of revamps of some of our brokerage stuff. And so the first one that I'm going to talk about is our app, Real Scout. We are going to let go of Real Scout and replace it. The replacement option that we're looking at is Rooster, and it does everything that Real Scout does, plus it syncs with our CRM. So it's definitely an upgrade. We're going to adjust our tech fee. If you do not want to use an app at all, you can opt out. And so instead of $200 a month, you would be paying $150 a month. We'll stop doing it across the board. And anybody who's like, I don't want an app for my clients can opt out. So currently our client-facing app is Real Scout and everybody's paying for it. If you'd like to opt out as we make this change, we're going to make that a possibility. If you want to use the new app, everything stays the same. Your tech fee stays the same, and we get you up and running on the new app. If you want to opt out and bring your tech fee down, you can do that. And you can check out HomeSpotter, which is another app which our MLS pays for us to have as an RMLS member. We thought about just eliminating Real Scout and helping everybody get set up on HomeSpotter. But honestly, I find HomeSpotter a little difficult to use. I'm finding it easy on the agent end. And then when I send it to people to test it, they're not finding it easy on the client end. So that is completely the opposite reason of getting an app for our clients. So that's why we're looking at Rooster. So we're going to have a brokerage-wide discussion to just kind of get people's input, to show you what Rooster looks like so that you can decide if you want to buy in or not, if you have other ideas for apps, all of that. We're going to send out an email tentatively throwing out the date of October 24th to just do a Zoom for anybody who's interested in the brokerage tech and wants to talk about these options. I don't want to just make a unilateral decision, but on the back end, we can see how much an app is being utilized, and Real Scout is not being utilized by 2% of our agents. I love Real Scout. I use it, but I can't keep paying for it brokerage wide just for me to have an app that I like. So I'm hoping that if people can see what Rooster does and get excited about it, maybe people will buy in, because it's really cool to send your client a branded app with your face and your name and your number on it that they're using to search for homes instead of them sending you Zillow links or Redfin links. It just helps cement that relationship with them, that you are their person. And they don't accidentally click schedule a showing and then tell you, oh, I already saw that one. The Redfin gal showed me. I mean, I've had that happen to me. And so if they like something, it's popping up on your phone telling you, hey, your client likes this. So if you're just like, it's not me, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to give it to my clients, we're giving you the option to opt out. But if you want to at least explore it, talk about it, give opinions on it, respond to the email that you're going to get with a Zoom invitation for October 24th. And that way we can get some more opinions on this whole topic. The other change that we're making, which is a big one, we are going to have 2 offices instead of 3. We are not renewing the lease on the Uptown Village office. The lease ends at the end of February. It renews on March 1st. We are not renewing it on March 1st. It's been a cool space to have. I love the location, but the building is problematic and is becoming more problematic. And I don't want to pay to fix somebody else's building. And with the lease that I have, it's on me to do certain maintenance and upkeep to their 100-year-old building that I don't want to pay for.
And to put
So
it lightly, we got shit smell.
yeah. There is a super shit smell happening. And so we know that there's about to be some sewer line problems. And that building is the first commercial lease that I've ever entered into. And I bent over and took it like a good consumer and signed a lease that is very favorable to the landlord. I learned a little bit about commercial real estate in that transaction, but the rent is going up if we renew. And I know that there is about to be some shit going down with the sewer line, pun intended. I have already spent thousands of dollars on maintenance for that building that I didn't know was going to be my responsibility, but per my lease actually was. So anyway, we're really want to roll this out. One of the things that I've been worried about, and I'm saying this to you guys, I wouldn't say it to the general public, is like, I don't want it to look like we're failing. I don't want it to look like, oh, we had to downsize, we had to cut a building. But I also don't want to just jump into another space either, just to say we're moving instead of we're shutting it down. So I just really want to better utilize the two spaces that we have, which are both awesome spaces, and get out of there before that fucking sewer line blows, because I don't want to be responsible for fixing that bitch. And it's happening. I know it. There's stuff going on that I don't want to be there when it all goes down. That building is, and it's just, that's the downtown neighborhoods, those houses. I tell every client that wants to look downtown, you're going to buy a house that either has a new sewer line or needs a new sewer line. It's one or the other. They either have replaced it or it needs to be replaced. We lived in our native neighborhood for 12 years. I know this firsthand. We had clay pipes and a shared line with a neighbor. So yeah. Anyway. So Ridgefield and Washougal are going to be the two main offices, and we're the two only offices. We're going to try to utilize those spaces better, and also utilize our partners better. Evergreen Home Loans has a fabulous conference meeting space that we can use anytime we want to. All of the title companies have great meeting spaces that they would love for us to host classes in. So we're going to lean more towards that. But as far as for you guys as agents that just want to, a space to meet with a client other than a coffee shop, these are going to be the two options. And these two offices have served us well. They both have generated walk-in business, which the downtown office has never done. And it's because of the positioning and the lighted listing signs. So yeah. That's what's happening there, and you guys are the first ones to know about it. With part of letting go of that uptown office, we are losing some storage space and have decided that we are going to ask our agents to have their own open house signs instead of us housing open house signs. I'm going to keep our open house signs. I'm going to move them to my house. And I am going to have them available for new agents that are just getting started and don't want to make a sign investment yet in their first year of business to have signs to borrow. But we're going to ask everybody that's been in business for a year or more to have their own. And we're going to do a group order so we can get them cheap. And that way you can get them with your branding on them if you want that. But we'll get the bulk discount if we order all together. This is just a Google search of open house signs. There's a lot of different options. Really the most affordable option, and I don't have a pointer, but it's the third one on the top, those little metal A-frames with one placard printed on both sides are the most affordable option. And if you go down to the third row, fourth one over, the big white A-frames are the most expensive option. And they're also the ones that we all like the best. So reach out to me, reach out to Carly. If you have like a super strong preference where you like, hey, I would love to get some of those big white signs, let us know. And that way we'll know which ones we should be trying to get the bulk pricing on. And then we'll roll out some kind of a package of we can get you, 5 of these for this amount. But yeah, so if you have your own open house signs, that's awesome. If you don't, just kind of be in the thought process of what you want that to look like for you. Our October calendar, we're doing our mastermind today at 3 o'clock to make our bingo cards. If you don't know about the bingo cards, it's just kind of a fun way to do goal setting. Instead of like a vision board, we make a bingo card. And then as you accomplish things, you can check it out. And we'll do some kind of a contest, I think, for everybody who makes one to just kind of be like, whoever gets the first bingo is going to get a prize. We'll figure something out. It'll be fun. A small group of us did these for 2024, and it's been really cool. I keep mine as my screensaver on my phone. I don't even know if anybody can see that because I'm just in a little window, and then I check them off when I accomplish something. So if you want to do that, join us later. If you want to do it and you can't join us later, reach out to me or Carly and we can send you the template for how we make them and you can make your own.
It's really fun and it actually works because every time I want to give up on something, I'm like, well, I got to check it off my bingo card, so better keep going.
And it also works also because I do have a little bit of mystical power, I think. All of you who have enjoyed seeing the Northern Lights for the first time ever in our area, I manifested that shit when I put See the Northern Lights on my bingo card in 2023. I said, I want to see the Northern Lights in 2024. I meant by going to Iceland. I mean, who knew they would be here? I didn't. And so I brought that for us by manifesting it on my bingo card. You all are very welcome. It's been a sight to see.
Thank you, Shanna.
Maybe
You're
we should do a
welcome.
group. Let's do a group buy and go to Iceland.
Oh my God, yes. That is like my one bucket list trip that I just want to see the Northern Lights in Iceland. That's it. I think I have some Viking blood in me that's undisclosed on my DNA test because I am drawn to that. Okay, so Carly is about to leave us and be gone for a week. So wish her luck having fun in Mexico while the rain hits us. It's a hard life to be.
Yeah,
Carly,
good luck with that, Carly.
um, so we got that on the calendar.
It was on my bingo card, so I have to go, guys.
She did. She had a tropical vacation on her bingo card. So we've got a little bit of a sparse calendar. We'll talk about some of these things, but she'll be gone. I'll be at the office more. Reach out to me if she was helping you with something and you're like, I can't get a hold of Carly. Can you jump in? I'm more than happy to do that. You'll see one of the items on here on October 29th is our first time homebuyer class. And we're going to talk about that in a second. And on October 31st, it says Washougal trick-or-treating, and we've got a slide for that. And in a reminder, as always, if you're ever looking for this calendar, it is the cover photo of our Facebook group, the CNW Think Tank. This is always the cover photo. Okay, trick-or-treating. First of all, this is a funny meme that you can share because we did this one last year and I thought it was funny. I like it. There are Halloween events happening at the Washougal office and at the Ridgefield office if you want to be involved. Washougal is a huge one. It was hundreds and hundreds of people out for that last year. And in fact, they told Tabitha she had to get a permit from the city to do it again this year because they need to close the road. So that is happening. If you want to participate in that, just reach out to Tabitha. She is unavailable right now and probably through this weekend. She is actually having surgery today, so keep a good thought for her, but she'll be responding to messages again by Monday. So if you want to participate in the Washougal community trick-or-treating event, reach out to Tabitha. Ridgefield also does downtown businesses do trick-or-treating with the kids, and that one will be fun. It's, I think, on a smaller scale than Washougal. But if you want to participate in that one, reach out to Carly. And I just put your name, Carly, because I don't remember what time it starts. So either one of us can help you with that. So things to be aware of in the month of October, that was one of them. All right, and then we are launching this home buyer class. I've been teaching this home buyer class. I pulled out my slides and I've been using the same slides since 2019, so it's been a while. This is goofy, it's silly, and people love it, and it's engaging and fun. And I created this home buyer game. And so we're going to be using this as the basis for a 1-hour class. We are going to give everybody the opportunity. We're going to have cards, like postcard size invitations that you can have at your open houses or to share on social media to say, hey, I would love to invite you to our home buyer class. It's kind of an item of value for you to give to home for prospects when you meet them. And you don't have to come and teach it. We will be 100% respectful of whose client is whose and who sent them to the class. And you can actually promote it as, oh, hey, my brokerage has this home buyer class. I'm not teaching it this month, but you should go. It's great. And, we will definitely be working to keep your buyer for you. It's not a prospecting for the person teaching it. So that's what we're doing. It's going to be the last Tuesday of every month for the time being. It'll be at the Uptown office. We'll have those cards ready to go out probably in the next couple of days. Love any input or suggestions around this topic. What we're trying to do is give you, the agent, something that you have for free that you can use to connect with your buyers and give them an item of value. So, even if they don't come to the class, they will remember the person who was going to offer them a free class. So if you have ideas about how to better utilize that, capitalize on that, make this more beneficial to you, let me know. And we would love to try to incorporate more ideas and more feedback. So, but this is what we have so far. We're not going to call it first-time home buyers because it's for any home buyer. So, and we also, I don't have a slide for it, but we're also looking at partnering with a company that does an app that is a home buyer incentive app where they get like little perks, like attend a class, get $50 in your closing cost account, have your credit score checked, go through the pre-approval checklist, etc. And it's an app that you could partner with a lender for. And so people might end up with their little gamified, I want to buy a home app. They could end up, with like $1,000 in their credit account. And the way they get that $1,000 is buying a house with you and your lender partner. Because the $1,000 is coming from you and your lender partner as an incentive. So if you're interested in that, I've got it on a free 30-day trial and I'm kind of playing with it and it is pretty cool. So it's not your app for people to search for homes. This is more of if you meet somebody who is I don't even know if I can qualify, but I want to buy a house next year. It's something you give them that they'll engage with and see your face and see your name and start associating you personally with their home buying experience. So more to come on that as we kind of, vet it and figure out if it's a great thing. On the calendar, remember the every Tuesday at 11, this says 1 because that's Central, which is 11 Pacific. There's the nationwide coaching call. It's a different topic every week. I usually try to share what the topics are, but sometimes I forget, but you can find them by logging on to your Track University website. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have access to the Track, to the locker room, not Track, Locker Room University. So if you want more info on how to access that and utilize it, let me know. They have new stuff every month. Q4 is what we're in, and Q4 is the very best time for each of you as a real estate entrepreneur to be doing your business planning for what you want 2025 to look like. This is a copy of my 5-year plan that I've used for most of my life, which is no plan, no plan, no plan, no plan, and then they'll all be sorry. It has not been an effective or successful business planning strategy, to be honest. So I have changed my business planning model, and I've got a 1-page business plan that I can hammer out with you individually if you would like to sit down and do that. It's 1 page. We're looking at doing it an hour, maybe. We can do it on Zoom, or we can do it over coffee, or we can do it over wine. I'm always trying to find ways to help you grow your business because that's how a brokerage works. If you don't sell any houses, I don't have a brokerage. So it is selfishly in my very best interest to make every one of you as successful as possible. Plus, it's also why I do this. It's what I want to do. So if you would like to sit down and work on your 2025 business plan, let's get it on the calendar. Just text me, whatever you want to do, DM me, call me. Well, I mean, don't call me, text me. But yeah, let's do it.
Just for that, I'm going to call you 8 times.
I think that's my most millennial trait, being a Gen Xer, though. I just don't call me, just text me. In November, we are doing again our pie event. I've done this every year for at least 8 years, possibly 10. This is a picture from the 2023 pie event. So the way it works is I will pay for snacks, wine, coffee, like I'll put that part together. And what you do is you buy pies for your clients and invite them. The reason we do it together is because I've done it alone before, and like one of the most pathetic evenings of my life was sitting alone waiting for people to dribble in one at a time to pick up a pie. When we do it with 5 or 6 agents, it's almost like a little bit of a party atmosphere because there's people coming, people going. Your clients are like, oh, Nicole's doing this bash. This is fun. They don't know that every one of those people isn't there for you, that it's a mixture. It's your event. You sell it as your event. I am having a client appreciation event. I would love you to come. And it was fun. I mean, we always have fun with it. I have spent exorbitant amount of money having gourmet homemade pies made. And last year I had Costco pies and nobody cared. Nobody wanted the Costco pie less than they wanted my gourmet homemade pie. So I'm going to do Costco pies again this year. And if you want to do Costco pies, we have to order them in advance because Costco pies are a super hot commodity during the holidays. And so last year we had to, I mean, because we had picked up like maybe 50 pies, I don't know. So we had to pre-order them. So if you want to do it as a group, I don't mind pre-ordering everybody's. If you want to get your own, if you're fancy and you're like, I'm going to get my pies from Larson's instead, and fine, show up with your Larson pies. It doesn't matter. I've had people, you can see Carly is holding, like we put our little card with our little brokerage manifesto on our pies. I've seen people put a Christmas ornament on their pies. Like it's whatever you want to give to your client. You know, this is a custom event. The only thing that makes it a brokerage event is that we're just kind of piggybacking off of each other's momentum of having people there. And like I said, we'll provide the party food, charcuterie, some desserts, and some snacks and some wine. So we need to set a date for that. If you want to participate in it, let us know. And then as a group, we'll set a date together with everybody who is doing it. That's it. We're back to square one. That is all I had. If anybody has a buyer need or a listing issue, you are welcome to unmute and share it. I'm going to go first. I have a very unique listing in Camas. It is a Spanish style house on an acre and a quarter that was built in the 20s. And the sellers went all in, embracing Spanish style. So it is unique. If anybody has a buyer that is in the $1 million, you know, it's at 1.2, I think we can get them down a little bit. We had a $1 million offer. They didn't accept it. I think I can get them down from 1.2 a little bit though. And it's the house for if you have a $1 million client who doesn't want the cookie cutter McMansion $1 million homes that are all over Clark County right now, this would be their place. So if you have anybody like that, let me know. All right. Anybody else have anything they need help with? All right. Then we're done. Thank you, everybody. And hit me up to do your business planning. I want to get it going. All right. Bye.
Who's the other?
Oh, what was that?
Who's that? Shannon, do we know who the other iPhone user is right there?
No, but I know Roxandra's phone logs on like that sometimes.
Roxandra, is that you? I was just going to say for attendance if we wanted to know who was here.
Oh, yeah, I don't know who that is. I wish there was a way for me to like click it and it would start somebody's video and then you would catch them at whatever they're doing that they don't want us to see. But that's bad.
Probably get somebody on the toilet if you do that.
Somebody's in the chat. Let's see. Oh, that's Janet. She said she can't make the
Yeah,
meeting.
Janet, we will get you the bingo card thing. It's super fun. And did Carly okay, Carly's still on. If Carly had logged off, I was going to tell you, just tell Carly to make yours for you.
Yeah, I can. Janet,
She does it really well. She makes
and
it
it's just
really,
there
really
is
well.
no template. There's not a template to just do
Yeah,
it.
I'll take you up on that. Hey,
Yeah,
whatever
you
works.
just
Thanks.
have to I'll put it in the think tank of like what the process is of how to what to send to Carly, and then she can create it on a bingo card for you because it's been fun. I'll post mine in the group.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.
Yeah,
And she can do it
okay.
after vacation.
Now she can do it while she's in Mexico. It's fine. She's taking her laptop. Right?
It's like that
Right.
meme of a realtor on vacation sitting at the beach with your laptop open.
Or the iPhone is Miranda, it looks like. Maybe. No, that's not
Carly, you know you're going to be doing tons of business because the minute you go to town, it's always when everybody shows up.
Exactly. That's how
plan.
that works.
I'm going to start planning some trips with that idea.
I've told
Good.
people that before when they're like, what do I do for lead gen? I'm like, go on vacation.
Go on vacation every time.
People will blow
Every time.
you up as soon as you don't want them. Every time. All right. Good to see you guys. Thank you for logging on. And if you want to, like I said, if you want to join that conversation about the apps and just kind of see what we're talking about, I would love more input on that. So, all right. Adios, everybody.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Bye.